Welcome back to another episode review. Uh, Another Councilmen episode review. Yes, today we only have the two of us, Albert and Kelvin, because we are the only two that has watched Werewolf by Night. Yeah, very. I think it's just out like what today or yesterday.
No, it was out on the 7th.
Oh, has it been that long? Oh, okay. I was out like very
So it was it
recently.
was yes, it was Friday. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, today's Sunday already for me. Right, right,
Yeah, it's
right.
Sunday for you, Saturday for me.
Well, so yeah. Um, yeah. The movie is just recently out. We watched it.
No,
It's
it's
not a
it's
movie
not
really. It's
it's
a
not a
special.
movie. Yeah, they call it a television special. 50 minutes, like a tight 50
It.
minutes. It's
Mhm.
just like, I guess it's sort of like a TV movie, but it's not even as long as a movie because even
Yeah,
TV
no.
movies like longer than an hour.
Yeah,
So
this
yeah,
one is
a
like
special.
what 52 minutes with the credits, so it's really not
Yeah.
that long. The story is very compact and concise,
Yeah.
which is very good. Yeah.
I guess the best way
Uh,
to describe it is sort of like a holiday special thing. Like I'm guessing we're gonna get the Star Wars, not Star Wars, Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. I'm guessing it's something similar with this, and Marvel might be doing more. This is like a Halloween special, Werewolf by Night. They're doing that, so I think it's probably trending.
I guess so. Uh, so yeah, I guess this is going to be Werewolf by Night, kind of like a spoiler discussion on this. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. Yeah, the whole thing is about 45 minutes ish, give or take, without the credits, and then yeah, and come back to this spoiler review, I guess. So yeah,
And
let's get
tell us what you think as well. Yeah, in the chat,
yeah, yeah, do that in the comments, I guess, when it's
comments. Yeah,
out.
comments.
Yep. All right, so Albert, yeah, well, what do you think on Werewolf by Night?
I was very surprised by this, and I liked it a lot. It stars Gail Garcia Bernal, Laura Donnelly, Harriet Simpson Harris, and Gail Garcia Bernal is playing Jack Russell, aka the Werewolf by Night, and I think he's great. And this is directed. I don't know if a lot of people know. This is directed by a film composer, Michael Giacchino, who did the scores for Doctor Strange, the first one, for the Spider-Man MCU films. He recently did Thor: Love and Thunder. He did a lot of the Pixar films that you'll know and love, Incredibles, Ratatouille. He did that. He did Star Trek. He does a lot of stuff. And this is he decided, and he was given the reins to direct this. And you wouldn't think this is directed by a first-time filmmaker in a way, because I thought this was directed really, really well for someone who doesn't have that experience. And obviously, he scored this as well. But man, it was directed really well, and it's like it's an homage to like those classic Universal horror monsters, like those where Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein monsters is the black and white kind of tone, like those classic vibes. Just even from the set design and the characters and the creatures and the story, it feels like that. And I think it's a pretty good homage that fits within the world of the MCU, yet it's
Feels
not
different,
conjoined. It
I guess.
feels it feels separate enough that it doesn't have to tie into the MCU, but it exists in the world, and they even explain it in there that not a lot of people even know, because it's like sort of secret society. They don't even know the
Very
existence of
secret,
this Werewolf
actually.
by Night. No one knows about Ted, aka Man Thing. So if they decide to put it into the MCU, it would fit perfectly. Because it's like, oh,
Hmm.
here's society. No one knows that. Like, even no one knows Blade, and he's coming soon, and he's sort of like the vampire part of it. So yeah, and this is my initial thoughts. What about you?
Uh, before, yeah. I had my doubts going into this, like you said about the director being the first time directing a movie. Yeah, everyone's very much performs really well. The characters are really great. The actors all played the character really well. Man-Thing looks great, even when in black and white and when the color appears at the end. Man-Thing looks great. Um, what's the name? The bits of action also. It was pretty fun to watch. What's her name? What is her name? Elsa.
The Yeah,
Elsa, yeah, played
that's the
by
Bloodstone.
Laura Donnelly. Yeah. the bits of action we get to see was pretty cool as well. And then I like when Jack transformed into the werewolf thing because, like you said, it still pays homage to the Universal, what's the name,
Yeah,
monster movies,
the
right?
yeah, Universal monsters. Yeah.
Yeah, and exactly. So when he turned to the werewolf thing, it's not like full blown CGI kind of thing. So I like it. Yeah, I like his transformation. We didn't really get to. I two shots that I want to mention that I really like. When Jack transformed, because
It's cool.
what we get to see is I really like the shot. Is what's the name? They focus
Shadow.
on Elsa's character just looking horrified, and we get to see like the shadows like flashing kind of thing, and then Jack slowly turning into a werewolf. I thought that was a really cool shot. Yeah, I
I
thought
agree.
that was a really cool shot. And then there was another one, but I can't remember what it is. I know there are two shots that I really like. I'll get back on that real
good,
quick.
good enough.
It's
And yeah,
so
like
good I can't
I
remember.
also like. I think the only one that's like obviously CGI outside of the light, the red light that the Bloodstone thing. Is it called Bloodstone?
Bloodstone, yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Huh. Yeah, the stone is named after the family. Anyway, obviously Ted is CGI, and I think it looks good. But like I like that the Werewolf by Night is like very much practical, and that's costume. That's literally like costume and makeup. And like you said, it paid the homage of the old Universal monsters because it does look like that. And some people might dislike it, the fact that it looks like that and costume, and people might look at things as cheesy and dated. I like it. It sort of look because it sort of pays tribute to the comic character because the comic character, the wolf, looks kind of goofy as well. It's like humanoid wolf, and it doesn't look like a like. I guess there are lots of interpretation of werewolf, and this one looks like a hybrid of a werewolf and a human, like a wolf and a human. Some werewolves looks more canine, looks more wolf-like. This one is a hybrid, and I kind of like that, especially with the costume and everything. So I like the design of that. And yeah, Gael Garcia Bernal, he is good in the role. And even like the introduction with the storybook storytelling a little bit, you don't have to know. And this is again the tight 50 minutes. It's like a complete story. You somehow directly understand that there is a history between this character and Ted, between Jack Russell and Ted. You understand the complications of Elsa and her family. You understand their motivation and everything. And it's like it's such a tight story, and now you sort of want to know more about them right away.
That is true. This very intriguing like part of the MCU we haven't yet discovered yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you figure
All
out
right,
that
going
scene?
back to the second shot. Yeah, the one that I
Okay.
want to mention. Is around the ending as well when they're fighting. The werewolf is fighting with like I don't know what are they, the Bloodstone soldiers. Uh, yeah, when they're fighting Bloodstone soldiers, and at one point werewolf throw one of the soldier into like what is this hallway? Yeah, into a hallway, and like we get and the camera is like sitting at the front of the hallway, and then we just kind of see in the one shot kind of thing where werewolf is just like beating the crap out of everyone, and then
Oh
the
yeah.
blood the blood splatters on the camera. You know,
Yes. It's the long
yeah,
shot, right? And when
the
when the
long
long
shot,
shot, and
yeah, the long
he
shot,
goes in and out of screen and still beats all of the. Yeah, that is a good. That's a. It's because like the
yeah.
door is closing and it gets darker and darker. Yeah, that's a good scene.
That I really like that scene. Yeah, yeah. It's just intense with like. And like I like the little touch of like the blood hitting the camera and everything. Yeah, I like that little touch. And then yeah, the I really like the way they use lighting. I guess in this movie, being it in black and white kind of thing,
Hmm.
it makes it more intense in some sense. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, those two shots are the one that I really like.
That the second shot that you mentioned definitely stands out to me. That was like, oh, that is a cool shot. Again, I'm surprised. I don't know who the cinematography is. Zoe White. I'm not familiar with her, but yeah, again, Giacchino for his work. It's a good. This is a good work for what he did. So yeah.
Yeah,
Zoe White
I
directed
remember
several
that.
Handmaid's Tale episode. Not directed, cinematographer for Handmaid's Tale. Okay.
Ah, alright. I haven't watched that, so I don't know
I've,
anything.
I've seen a couple episodes. It's really dark.
Oh, oh, okay. I,
Do you know what that show is about?
I've
It's
only
dark.
heard it. I've only heard of it mentioned in Brooklyn 99.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a dark apocalyptic future where women doesn't have rights, basically.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh. Oh.
yep.
Okay.
um, but yeah, anyway,
Alright. Yeah.
going back to this. Yeah, at the end, when I like that when it goes back to the color, they
That was
played
at the very end, right? Yeah.
somewhere over the rainbow, which is
Mm-hmm.
like homage to Wizard of Oz because that's there.
Oh,
Um,
really? Oh, I didn't know
you
that.
didn't know Somewhere Over the Rainbow was from Wizard of Oz?
No, I did not.
It is from Wizard of Oz. Now you know. And
Now
Wizard
I
of Oz
know.
because they went black and white and they went color. So yeah, sort of like an homage to that.
Ah, okay. Yeah. When Manting is color, it actually looks really cool. I like Manting. Uh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Manting looks good. I want to I want to see more Jack and Ted. Yeah. I want to see more
yeah.
Jack and Ted. Their
And like
adventures
the
together.
initially, I thought this was not part of the main timeline, or like it doesn't take place in real time. But after the
Mhm.
end, I'm starting to think that this could be like actual current timeline, and they could
Why
slide
do
it
you think
in.
so?
No, the black and white sort of threw me off, I guess, because when I think black and white, it's like sort of old school. But now with the color, and I sort of like I can see like if you slide this into Blade right away with the same universe,
Makes
I
sense.
like I'm buying that 100%. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, then again, like you said, they're secret societies, so really,
yeah.
like them suddenly appearing, it's not out of the realm, I guess. Like it's kind of like, oh, there's this society suddenly. Yeah.
Hmm,
Um,
that's
what
fair.
else is there? What else is there
Um,
to talk about in tier one?
I mean the
Um,
action is good among just like the other outside of the werewolf by night. Like all the other hunters are monster hunters are pretty good in the action. They have all their characteristics. Um, and I like the dynamic between Elsa and Jack. I like the dynamic between Jack and Ted. Um, yeah, I
the
think just a
the
solid work.
Elsa's mother is really scary.
Pretty. She reminds me of like Kathy Bates in Misery. I don't know if you've seen that film, but this reminds me of her.
think I've seen pictures of it. Yeah.
I mean, okay,
Oh.
so going forward, what do you think of this format for the MCU?
I mean,
Do you want to see more of this format? Do you rather see just straight up
well, would you
movies or TV
when you
show?
say more of this format, like a special kind of thing, or
15
do you?
minutes, tight story, that's it.
I wouldn't mind if it's told as good as this one. I wouldn't mind. Go ahead, you know. Yeah, like give us. I would want more snippets to the to more if there are more secret societies
Like
in the MCU.
looking like upcoming MCU stuff. Um,
I would want a
obviously
Christmas
Blade.
special for Hawkeye.
Oh, just a Christmas. Every Christmas, just do a Hawkeye one
Every
again and
Christmas,
again.
do it. Yeah, Hawkeye special. I wouldn't mind.
Like Armor Wars is gonna be a movie. Secret War, Kang Dynasty, Fantastic Four, Deadpool 3, Thunderbolts, Captain America, New World Order, Blade, and the
I mean,
Marvels. They're all movies.
I mean, as long as when they make this special to be like this one, concise, and then they end it right there and then, not trying to connect it to anything. I think they'll be fine. They'll be a fun little side story, I guess.
Yeah, like I think I know Marvel loves Echo, so this is never gonna happen. I don't think the fan base for Echo outside of the comics is that big yet for the MCU. But like if they decide to switch it up to make this for Echo, I don't mind that at all. Um, like obviously we know we're gonna get Guardians Holiday Special. If they do a live action Marvel Zombies, do it this format. Really?
Actually, yeah, in the black and white as well, that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would like that. In black and white, that'll be cool. Uh, add more to the scare factor, I guess.
If they
Yeah.
want to do something to do with the 10 rings, from Shang-Chi. I don't mind doing it this format instead of a TV show because I don't know how much you could dig from the TV. Maybe you could do a lot with a TV show, but
Basically, this format is good when, yeah, when the source, I guess, there isn't much to tell. When it's pretty straight to the point kind of thing.
and yeah, it's like it's something that a character or a story that you can just introduce with a short, with a special, and have the ability to bring it back on future projects, but not necessarily the initial project have to be something as long as a TV show or a movie, right?
Hmm.
Like this one, Werewolf by Night is like perfect. I don't know what other character I'm thinking of. Like the freaking Squirrel Girl. in a
Well, what kind of special do you want a Squirrel Girl? Just like
hibernation
her
special,
stealing.
pre-winter
It's
hibernation.
just pre-winter, so she's like aggressively taking acorns
Yeah,
and stuffing
yeah,
them in.
yeah, exactly. It follows her journey before hibernation. You know.
And that's like 3 episodes, and then the next 9 episodes is just live stream her sleeping.
Oh my god.
Hibernating.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like looking at Marvel heroes that are like this the
Short.
C B tier, C tier, C level.
Dude,
What do you call it? Yeah, C list.
what if a Ghost Rider in this kind of format? That would be really cool.
That could work.
Yeah, I think Ghost Rider could work.
Especially a lot of people already know about Ghost Rider. So
Yeah, they don't need to give too much like backstory or anything. Like just have Ghost Rider appear as Ghost Rider. Maybe say a little bit of things. Oh, I signed a contract. That's all you need to say. You don't have to show it.
hmm,
Yeah, I think that works. Oh man,
yeah,
Ghost Rider in the. Do you want, if they make a special like this, like, do you want another black and white special like this one?
not necessarily. I think this fits the tone of the
This fits a
Universal
tone,
monsters,
yeah.
but otherwise,
Mm, yeah,
yeah.
Ghost Rider would be cool. Are there any characters notable from the C list characters?
I mean, I'm looking at like the characters list that could work. Like if they want to ever introduce an Inhumans again, and they don't want to do a movie and they don't want to do a TV show, do this.
I
Pretty
mean,
much.
this is honestly much better than watching a whole series.
Yeah. If they want to add more story to Namor, but they're afraid to do a TV show or a movie, do
Do
this.
this, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think it's fair.
this like a testing ground. You know, this
That's
can be like
fair.
the testing ground to
That's
see
fair.
the interest.
Because like I don't know the budget for this too. I don't think it's that big, but like a tight story with like how many like limited cast.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Pretty much. Yeah.
I think that's it. I guess there isn't much to say, right?
Honestly, if they want to introduce Cloak and Dagger, because I know there's a TV show and I love the TV show, and I hope they don't
Hmm.
they bring the cast back and not recast them. Uh, but like this, a either Halloween special or a Mardi Gras special because they're from New Orleans, or like whatever festival that they have. Do it this way. I think they will fantastically work.
Yeah, that would be really fun. That would be pretty fun. Yeah.
Cloak and
Um.
Dagger are cool. They got a lot of deep backstory.
Honestly, I don't know too much about them, other than one have a cloak and one have a dagger.
That is true, and that it's related to voodoo magic and dark magic and stuff like that. Universal, yeah, it's a lot.
Oh,
It's a
that
lot.
could, yeah, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty
Yeah,
cool. That's like a Mardi Gras special.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to talk about regarding Werewolf by Night? No?
Um, no, I think this is good.
Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, overall, we like this format at least for this one special so far. Yeah, Werewolf by Night really it's really good. Yeah, if you guys
Hmm?
haven't, yeah, check it out if you haven't. Well,
Highly
you
recommend.
watched this spoiler episode, so you must have watched it already. I don't know why I said
Yep,
that.
yep. Most likely, I would assume.
I need sleep.
But you never know. You never know. Some people just want to watch the review and haven't seen it. You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. All right.
Yeah.
So Albert, how much would you rate this?
Out of five, I'll do a 4 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5.
All right. I would give this a solid 4 out of 5 on this one. So it's still on the high end. Yeah. All right. So let's do our plugs.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. I'll plug Tagu as well. You can find Tagu at TG23399 on Instagram and TagiDo on Twitter. And you can find Arik on Instagram at Arik Andrea and on Letterboxd at Ricky Do. And you can find me, Kelvin, on Instagram at KYAce27 and Disco Monkey on Letterboxd and YouTube. Albert.
Yeah, and you can find me on JA Wiradharma Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can find me on Jaw Movies, JAW Movies, one word, on Letterbox, as well as the YouTube video format for this review. That's the YouTube channel. You can find everything in that YouTube channel, including our weekly episodes for the podcast, our specials as well. We have our own specials. We don't not only Marvel have specials. We have the She-Hulk episode 8 special. It's called a
Oh, yeah.
review. Um, so yeah, uh, so go check all of those out. That's available on the YouTube channel. But also, if you just want to listen on the audio, you want to hear our soothing voice. I cannot say this. I know my voice is soothing. I don't think Calvin's that soothing.
It's
Now
sexy.
we yes, we got sexy, soothing voices. It's available on the audio format, available as well on wherever you listen to podcasts in the Councilmen. Just look it up. So yeah.
Yeah. And
And you
oh,
can also
sure.
find our
Yeah.
social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Councilman Show.
All
So that's
right.
it.
Yeah. And I guess, yeah, pretty much that. And with that, the councilman has spoken. And we'll see you in the next one. Next one. Not episode.